first one that's going to sound the most like legalism? Can I meddle with the first one?
Yes.
Things we get our value from. Things we get our identity from. Number one, fashion and appearance. He forgot to take his Ritalin today. Fashion and appearance. Fashion and appearance. We are so driven by this.
Yes, we are.
Man, it's amazing to me what goes on in our society. We get our identity, we get our value from our fashion appearance. You know, it used to be that, do you know why the fashions change every 6 months? Because they keep telling you that you're out of style, that you're less valuable if you don't have the latest thing. We only wore it twice. But no, I would not be caught dead wearing that. Well, you know, you keep spending your money, you ain't going to... Okay. Why? Because they tell you you're inferior if you don't have this, and you're superior if you do have that. So I got to have that $700, purse. Get a plastic bag from Albertsons, okay? Just, I don't care. I gotta have all these different things. I gotta have all these different shoes. Come on, Imelda Marcos. I mean, I gotta have all. I gotta have different things. And you only ever wear them once. And I got to have. Because if I don't have it, I'm less valuable. And if I do have it, I am more valuable. I feel better about me. We do it with what we dress. And it's not just ladies, guys. Come on. We don't even know where all this stuff comes from. Do you know where most of the fashion, even these most radical styles that we see in the young generation, do you know most of that is not just some spontaneous person? Most of it, they're copying some famous person. They're copying some music star, and it catches on. This whole thing with young people with their underwear. They still been doing it, 15 years now. Their underwear up and their pants way down. I don't want to see your BVDs. I'm walking around all the time and they're pulling them down even farther. They're pulling them down. They got the big old, it's big old baggy. They got pants, underwear that's 3 times too big too, so it kind of bloops around there, I don't want to see it. Who I did? What's some guy by the name of Mark Wahlborn. He was famous. He was in the middle of an interview. It's just an interview. Decided to pull his pants down, halfway, show his underwear. It was a big thing on the news. All of a sudden, everybody said, "Ooh, that's cool." Who said that's cool? Some heathen said it's cool. But all these people started following it. And then all these Christian young people started following it. Now, I'm not saying you're going to hell because you can't wear your pants right. Okay, please, relax, breathe deep. But we did it. And I've talked about this before, but I'm going to hit it again. Then we got young people who all of a sudden, see, when I was a teenager, which is like a long time ago, when I was a teenager, a young teen, if a guy wore an earring, he was, hoo-hoo-hoo. San Francisco, here I come, okay? But then a gay rock musician started wearing an earring in the left ear. He was gay, but in the closet. And he told everybody that this is cool. So all of a sudden, these guys who didn't realize it was a gay guy recommending it to him started wearing it left ear and said, "This is cool." And but if you wore it in both ears, you were still, woohoo, But then somebody else came out and said, "No, in both ears is cool." And now they got earrings in their ears, earrings in their noses. Those ones always scare me. What happens if they sneeze? They got earrings in their ears, their noses, their lips, their tongues, their chi-chis, I mean everywhere. Now some of you might get mad at me right now. I don't know, he's preaching against this. You know why you get mad at? Because you followed society, you got your sense of value. See, this makes me cool. Actually, what guys think really is, this makes me more sexually appealing. The girls like when I got that little stud, so I'm going to wear this to get their attention. Well, okay, but you understand the root of all that is founded in the spirit of idolatry. I'm more valuable if I got this, and I'm less valuable if I don't. The moment, whatever it is, I don't care if it's an earring or if it's a Cheerio. Once we start down that path, huh? Fashion. 95% of the top fashion people, which are the ones that are involved in the industries of dressing all these musicians and all these movie stars and all this other stuff. These things are 95% of the top fashion musicians are admitted homosexuals. I mean, it's come on, Brian, come help me out here. Come here. He's a big guy. He's a tough-looking guy. I just don't see Brian walking into a store saying, "I want to have a new look," and accepting this. "Oh, Brian, oh, this just gonna be, I've got a look for you. It's gonna be lovely. We're just gonna buzz your hair like this. And, oh, look at that, you know." Yeah. Now, Brian, I used to make jokes about this, and then they had this program, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. And I said, straight guys are like the gay guys, dress them. Now, I don't think Brian would do it. He'd lay hands on him in Jesus' name. But isn't that what we're doing? We're letting all these people, and listen, I'm not saying you have to walk around in some potato sack. Okay? I'm not having, but what happens is we start going after these things. Now, I know this is not I know you all understand that, I'm, noted for my incredible fashion sense. Lack thereof. But we get our sense, so many people get their sense of value from their dress. I'm not saying you can't have nice stuff. Don't get me wrong. Please, don't go crazy on me. But when we start getting our sense of value and worth, we do it from our fashion. We do it from our physical appearance. We spent over $1 billion last year. I mean, that's like enough money for Pelosi to spend in 3 minutes. We spent over $1 billion last year on ab machines. I mean, ab cruncher, ab rocker, ab sipper, I mean, we got it all, And most people, why? Why? Because I want to have that six-pack. Why do you want to have a six-pack? I love that Peyton Manning commercial. He said, if you're not a professional athlete or you're over or under the age of 24 and you want a flat stomach, I got good news for you. Give it up. He says, here's my recommendation. Buy a bigger shirt. But we're working for that ab. We're working for that. We got to have those abs. We got to have. Why? Why? What's the big deal? So we can go down to the beach or out to the pool, take the shirt off, and go, I am superior. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, and a little bit of 8 right there. I believe in being healthy. I work out a lot. I believe in being healthy. I believe in working out. I have no problem with that. But do you understand? Now, we just run after all this and run after that. We got to get this cut off and this stuck in. We got a solution. I'll just hook up a tube from this fat and put it into your lips, and we got it all solved, right?